It's easy to get swept up in the public allegations surrounding the Scrivener investigation, the ongoing divorce and the custody battle, and of course the restraining order. But what about the victims in cases like this? Statistics show more often than not, suspects accused of sexual abuse never go to prison. I took a look at who's more protected by our justice system, the perpetrator or the victim. Christina Scrivener's domestic violence restraining order against Zach Scrivener is 23 pages, with 5 pages dedicated to her declaration. The order said 4 children were home at the time of the occurrence and either heard or saw what happened. This makes all 4 part of the 5 million nationwide who witness domestic violence every year.
I come from 3 generations of domestic violence, and so in my family it was normal, I guess, normalized.
It's very common for the district attorney to be a victim advocate in cases involving children. But because of DA Cynthia Zimmer's conflict of interest, the 4 children had very few advocates.
We don't have district attorney involvement, which we usually do, which we see is very helpful in a lot of victim cases.
The most important thing is just guide the individual or the child, the adult, the family to the resource, because you never know whose life you're saving.
Children who witness or experience domestic violence are statistically disadvantaged. The Domestic Violence Services Organization says their brains age 7 to 10 years prematurely from the trauma. Learning skills, including memory and attention span, are weakened, and IQ scores are lower. On top of all of this, they are 3 times more likely to grow up and repeat the cycle themselves.
I want to break that curse over my son's lives and then their children's children. So it's a big, it's a big personal goal for me.
Child DV victims also meet the criteria for post-traumatic stress disorder.
I don't want to cry.
They're too young to fully process what happened to them, and going to court forces them to relive these traumatic events.
And it's the fear of who can become involved in what could happen. It's all the unknown fears.
The high-profile nature of cases like this one can also deter victims from speaking up. They believe it's safer to suffer in silence.
I didn't want to put my kids in that position because I love them so much. But I wouldn't want to put that on them because I know how it feels coming from that. It doesn't feel good.
It's never too late to come out and reach out for those services for your children, so that way they grow up with a healthy mindset of doing right and avoiding the wrong.
If you or someone you know is in a domestic violence situation, you are not alone and help is available. You can call the Domestic Violence Hotline 24/7 at 1-800-799-7233 or just text START to 88788.